Yes, we got particle containment. Alright, more research, and away we go. Hey guys, this is Daniel. Thanks so much, and welcome to Dragonmore Gaming. And here in Dyson Sphere, we are continuing our quest for interplanetary logistics. We got the research, we just need all the components to actually do it. So one of the additional researches we need here is the particle container. So now we'll be able to actually make that. Now so the particle container, down here somewhere. There we go. So that unlocks a recipe that actually lets us do that. That's the advanced recipe though. So what we need is this. So in the assembler, we'll need those those turbines rather, to be able to make that. So that's yet another thing that we'll need to automate here. But yeah, the thing I wanted to go ahead and automate now, that again, yeah, probably should have done beforehand. So I just built a whole lot of conveyors manually, but that was getting obnoxious. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and start automating that. So to automate those, you need gears and iron plates. And to get gears, it's just more iron plates. So it's a simple pattern. It's just iron and more iron. And fortunately, we built into our system a little splitter here, so we have iron coming off so that we can go wherever we want with that. And out of curiosity, if I do this, can I kind of do a splitter? No. That's the point, is that you can't do a splitter with like the same way I was doing the mergers. Okay, so we have a splitter though. That will help us take those materials elsewhere. So we want to have this set up so we have iron, so it's just wherever we want to put it, I guess. And so something else we could do is we could add a splitter in line over here, because this is kind of the area where I want to try to, have my materials I just go and pick up. Conveyor belts is definitely going to be one of those. So I could even put that here, and it doesn't necessarily even need to be a splitter, right? I could. Well, no, I need two sets of it. Alright, I'm just trying to think how future-proof I need or want this, right? Because it's like, alright, I'm going to have one constructor doing these, what do you call it? The conveyor belts, but if I wanted to mark 2 conveyors automated over time, I'll also need the turbines. And I'm going to have to automate the turbines here shortly anyway. So, you know what, yeah, we're going to have to do it down here. And we'll see about moving it up or doing something crazy with it later. And of course we do have 3 dimensions, so we could just put something over top going all the way over across. That is not out of the realm of possibility. Alright, so let's do it. Alright, so I'm going to do it, let's see. So the steel's kind of going this way and then back in this way. So I kind of want to just have it go over here and have another kind of system over here that just does the belts for us. So let's see here. I think that's connected. Let's do this. Alright, all the way over here. And then we're going to do up this way. Now, what we'll need for the iron, and we'll actually need a splitter here too, actually. So let me actually delete a couple of these. Because the reason for a splitter here is that we're going to have some iron going in here for the assembler for the gears. So we'll put the gears here, and then the gears plus the alright, do I have enough foundation? Yeah, I got some foundations. Alright, gears plus iron equals conveyor belts. So I was wondering if I could get away with something doing like this, where I'm gonna have, and it's a 1-to-1 on the gears to conveyor belt. So I was thinking even of doing something crazy, like I could even put it next to each other. I wonder if that's one of the ways you can do it. So if I put it right next to it, excuse me, and I connect it with that, and then I bring Because I'm going to have to bring... Okay, so that's not going to work and I'll tell you why. Because, again, I need one side for input, one side for output. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to make it further away. But, so this is going to be the input line for the iron. Now, this is the input line for the iron for this guy. This is the input... Yes, this is the input line for... I think... Yeah, this constructor for the conveyor belts. Right? And then this is the... Oh, I gotta go components. Gears. Alright, and let's get power so it's not complaining at us. Let's do here. Okay. Oh. Oh boy. We're not satisfied. Quick troubleshoot. Oh no. Yep, sure enough, it's winter at the North Pole and all my solar panels are not working. That's why I kept a few so I could make them at the South Pole. So after this, I'm gonna have to go to the South Pole and drop some there too. Okay. So now, alright, so I want to have the splitter around here. I'll have to make some more splitters too. Can I just queue a few of these up, please? Yeah, I got some stuff. And it takes gears to make those too. Fun. Alright. So that goes in there. That goes in there. And this goes here. Alright. So now we have... Oh, why aren't you working? There we go. Perfect. Alright, and the reason you do that is, remember, what I was talking about earlier is that the 2-to-1 ratio thing for inputs. The iron is a 2 input. It's a 2-to-1 ratio to the gears. So to make it take the correct ratio, you want the iron closer. So it takes, again, this is all using the same level of sorters. You can do different things if you have the faster sorters where they're not as needed. But yeah, using the same level 1 sorter, I can connect this. Now this is, now I'm assuming, let's click on you. Yeah, 0.75, which means, yep, it does understand that it is two tiles away, if you will, as opposed to the 1, because it has to go over top. Let's see if there's a good angle on it. Here we go. Yeah, so you can see the other sorter goes from building 1 to building 2, and goes right over the track. So that is cool. All right. But you're not doing gears. Why aren't you doing gears? You know why? Because you don't have a sorter pulling it in. Alright, so now we're pulling in. Now we might have a better angle here. Yep, so you can see it's just taking it across from one side to the other. Look at that. Yeah, so if you're just doing a 1-to-1 on this, so I could set this up as a bus system this way, meaning I could have multiple conveyor belt constructors here, and then multiple gears, and it does the same thing where it's 1 gear to 1 conveyor belt. So I just have pairs of these constructors going down. And just to demonstrate that, I'll just go ahead and do that once, just to, right? Because you remember, guys, remember the rule, why build 1? You can build 2 for twice the price. And go. And then copy paste, and then, nope, sorters, sorter in, sorter across, sorter in, and away it goes. Perfect. All right, so these are the input lines for the iron, so I am going to have the opposite direction coming back out this way as the output line for the conveyors. And then I'm going to have it just come here. I'm not sure what I want to do with them yet, as far as, maybe I should make, Mark II converter or conveyors, but I haven't automated the turbines yet. I think that those require. So I am just going to deposit these into this box. And JK, I want to do the thing where, just to future-proof it a little bit. Check this out. So same thing again, where I have the input and the output, so it'll act as a buffer. So of course, since it has nowhere to go, it's just going to slowly pull them all in inventory here. So there we go. Alright, how are we doing? So we got a whole bunch of these now. Alright, so we're going to be using these for a while. And now I want to do the same thing with sorters. Alright, because I really want to have sorters automated so I can just go into a box and just grab a whole bunch of sorters if I need. Alright, so the sorters, what do you need? Sorter needs the iron and the circuit boards. So we already have production of circuit boards, so that's good. We'll just pull off of that. And we already have the iron here too. Now, I think what I want to do is have the sorters down this way. And the reason for that is I think I want, I think I'm going to set up something over here to make the Mark II conveyors, because, the Mark II conveyors just take the Mark I, so it'd be nice if they're just right next to each other. So I think that's what we'll do there, which means we'll have this come out, and look at that, there's a splitter perfectly in line right here, just ready to go, that I could split off and do do this down here. So we'll have this come down here, and this will do the iron that we need for the sorters. Alright, so how are we doing on these? We are out of these, actually. We need lots of gears for that, so that's something, assemblers is something we could automate too. This takes 3 different things, so this will be new and different if we want to hook those up, but I'm hoping we don't need too many assemblers, so I'm still going to make those manually for a while. Okay. So while we're waiting on those, let's get the circuit boards going. Okay. So the circuit boards are output going this way, which means, all right, and this is where they end up. Well, that's good because we're really only using them for that, and as you can see, we have a huge supply of these, blue cubes now. So there's not really a need for a splitter, I don't think. So I'm just gonna kind of take this and run with it. And let's see, and then we got magnets here too, so I don't really want to futz with the magnets if I don't have to, so I'm just going to have this kind of come down here, come down here. Now I could do something where I just have it go across the top of this, just to save some room potentially too. Uh-oh, I'm running out of fuel here. So, this is not the right kind of pull. Alright. Okay. So I could have it do that, and then once it gets here, it just turns. Okay. What do you think? And then right around here. Right. And then we need it to go down to the ground. So we need it here. And then... Nope. Okay. Done. Alright, so let us hurry up and build one of these. Let's build that right there. Yes, recharge me, please. It is nice that you can just drop one there at your feet and it's just like, and now you recharge. Alright, perfect. So now we got the circuit boards coming in. Right, these are the circuit boards. And now we want to do the assemblers. Oh, we got crystal smelting. I don't even remember queuing that up. Oh, because this, I think this is one of the prerequisites for the energy storage. Okay. So we can do crystalline silicon. Or crystalline, or diamond. Okay, so we can compress now into diamond with the graphite. Okay. You can, wait. Diamonds are a fuel? I did not know that. I mean, they're minus 50% fuel chamber gen, which means they ain't gonna get you crap. But you can apparently, in a pinch, can use diamonds as fuel. I did not know that diamonds were a fuel source. Okay. I mean, it is like compressed carbon, right? Isn't that what diamonds really are? Anywho. So let's make sure I have this correct. So for the inputs, so I have iron and I have circuit boards, but remember you got to keep the right order just for the speed for the intake. So sorters are, oh, they're 1 to 1. Okay. Well, that's still fine. So if I do sorter, and I do, let's give it some power. Yeah, I kind of want it. I need foundation if I'm going to do that over there. No! I'm out of soil. Screwed that up. Alright, never mind. We'll have to get more soil. Let's go like here-ish. Okay. And then another one maybe like just over here. Alright. So we got power. Alright, so the reason for that... Okay. So we're going to have the output of the sorters also going up this way, right? So everything's pulling to the middle. So just for sanity, that goes this way. Alright, in case I want more, which you know the rule. We're going to do 2 of these. Copy and paste. Alright, and then give me the sorters. Alright, so this is where I'm going to have to, because it's a 1-to-1, I can take one in here, but then to keep the same speed, I need the Mark IIs from the far away belt. Alright, so let's keep that going. Uh-oh. I guess I should have this first. Alright, will you still let me do here to here? Yes. Okay, so now it's pulling in at the same rate, right? Because the Mark II is twice as fast, but it's also, the distance is 1 tile twice as long. So now that's what gets you the 1-to-1 ratio. So you can see, it even visually indicates, you can see the arrows are actually moving at the same speed. That is how you know. Very cool. All right. Let's get us outputs. Excuse me. And we're going to do the same thing again with the storage. So storage is going to be right here. So we're going to have the storage, you know, the belt can kind of come out and away and go into another bus later if needed for Mark II sorters, if we want to automate those in the future. So to kind of make sure we don't forget that, let's just kind of have it do this. So that's how we know. But we're gonna pull them in and we're gonna take them out. That is not the right sort. Okay, I thought I clicked the wrong color sorter there. All right, we are getting sorters now. Perfect. All right. So now we got, yeah, we're getting lots of belts now. All right, so we got lots of belts and we got sorters coming in. And we just need, yeah, I think just one chest of each of those. I don't think you need more than that. I wouldn't think. I could be wrong. We'll see. And then, all right. I think it's time to fix the power situation because we are not doing good on power now. All right. So before we go down there, can we make more? I mean, we might as well. So I have, how many do I have in my inventory? I had 10. All right, so let's at least get 20. All right, so while those are building, all right, let's make sure I'm charged up. And so I got 20 of these, and then I got 13 of these. That should be enough, you would think. All right, so look, it's nice and sunny at the South Pole this time. I need foundations. That's the other problem. All right, foundations. All right, burning up that. So this way we'll have plenty of foundations when we get there, so we can do the same thing again. Because that was just fun. I mean, like, I know there's, you know, the ones right around the pole where it just does the little tiny pie slice. Like, it's not, I know it's not efficient. It doesn't, you know, really help. But it looks super cool. All right, so again, the way I play apparently is, at least on this planet, is everything is north-south is actually left-right for me for some reason. Whoops. Alright. So I'm not high enough to sail. Okay, there we go. Where's the, oh my gosh. We're flying. That is us right there. That is cool. Alright, ready, drop in the ocean, go! There we go. That's cool. Alright. Give me foundations. Alright, where's the pole? The pole's way over here. Okay. Uh-oh. Problems. Oh yeah, I don't have enough soil. Crap. Alright, well, that's... Well, we're just gonna have to build these here then. Alright, give me some power. And solar panels. Build them kind of here. Okay. Alright, so I'm doing the solar panels first, just so I can do one of these guys. And then that'll actually charge me up from the solar panels. And then that'll give me time to recharge. Okay. Oh, lack of item. Alright, so that we're good. Alright, so now we just carry this back to base, which is like right there.
When being outside of building range, you can hold down the shift key and use the right mouse button to click on the open space to control the mecha to move.
What? Outside of build range, you can hold down the shift and right mouse button, click on the open space. I mean, I don't know why it gave me that tip. What was I building that needed this? Oh, just out of range. Alright, here. More around there. Just to give it a little bit more distribution. Okay. And bam, we're connected. Alright, how are we doing now? Still not there. Well, I mean, there's a lot less solar panels here than there were at the North Pole, so. Alright. Wow, we're still overloaded. Okay. Alright, so we need more solar panels. Yes, I think we should need more solar panels. Okay. And we got the energy storage thing too, right? That's what we're researching. That'll be helpful too. But I'm sure that means that we're chewing up that coal, which I would prefer not to do. Kind of save that for some other stuff. Save that for the graphite, I think is what we're gonna need there. So okay, realization is that okay, so you got coal and you can turn that into power, but to be sustainable, you should be using solar. Okay, and you should be using the coal for graphite for other things, for like diamonds and stuff apparently. Okay, solar panels please. I can make one. There's amount of copper. Alright, let's go get us some copper. Alright. Copper will be over here. Alright, so this is how my default setup looks like. Alright, and then land. And then pull from, what was it? Yeah. This box is now the temporary box. Alright. I'm just going to pull a bunch of it and just make a whole bunch of these. Apparently 39. And then I'm out of silicon. It's a good thing I have silicon. But that's the last of it, at least on this planet. And then I'm out of circuit boards. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't make circuit boards. I can pick up circuit boards. Alright. I really need to have a box for this. Alright, let's do the box thing. I don't know if we're gonna need more of these, but just in case, we'll put it here. Alright, so this particular one... Oh, well, let me do it. Okay, perfect. Alright. Now we're gonna get a whole bunch of these. Cool. Alright, so that'll slowly fill up, but let's see, in the meantime, just grab some. And cool. Alright, back to this. Solar panels. So it seems like I should probably automate solar panels, right? If we're gonna need so many on like multiple planets, right? Okay. Alright. And then we'll need, what is it, we need even more. Let's grab those. More solar panels, please. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so while those are building, I'm going to head back down to the South Pole here. And I'll have to figure out a better way to get, like, soil, I guess, too, so I can fill this in down here. Oof. Oh, I just, like, bounced off my solar panel. Alright. And down. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm close enough. Alright. Solar panels, please. Alright, let's just start over here. Alright, we're gonna just plop down a crap ton of solar panels. So, I'm hoping this works like I want it to, is that if I have a whole bunch of solar panels at the North and South Pole both, that I will always have power as a result. Alright, let's get rid of that one. Now, I haven't really thought through as far as, you know, once I have energy storage, do I even really need to do it that way? But at the same time, I'm like, well, I'm overloaded now. Okay. I don't want to get too close to this, but I want to be able to mine that coal at some point. Here. Alright, so I've lost count of how many solar panels this is. Alright, lack of item, perfect. Does that mean, oh, I'm still building them, aren't I? Yeah, I'm still building like 13 of them. Okay. Alright, finish building a solar panel. Bam, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to stick with that for now. Alright, so yeah, now we're back down to 52. So now I'm hoping that when it gets wintertime in the South Pole and it's back to summertime in the North Pole, those solar panels will kick on and I'll always have power now. And the goal of this is to really turn off and get rid of the thermal ones. And I kind of want to start doing that now. Don't know if this is a good idea. But I would prefer things to only run on solar. So I'm going to leave 2 just kind of as backup, as like buffer. Oh no. That was a terrible idea. Alright, that was an absolutely horrendous idea. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, so I forgot that thermal power generates a crap ton of power. Alright. Okay, yeah, I'll land. Apparently in the water. Okay. Alright. So, my bad. These things consume, or these things produce a crap ton of power for me that I'm not ready, apparently, to give up. Alright. Alright, so how are we back to... Alright, we're still overloaded. Which means we gotta put some of these back. Dang it. Okay. I thought for sure solar would pick it up. Okay. See, the power load says it's only 50%. So, like, how fast is it consuming this coal, right? Because I don't really want it to be consuming this much coal. So, look at it. Wow. I just got rid of one of the generators that's up to like 90%. Alright, so I think next we'll have to figure out more on the power. Let's see. We're very close to energy storage. In fact, we only need like 5 or 6 seconds. Energy storage. Assuming I have the power to research. Yeah, there we go. We've mastered, I love it. We've mastered energy storage technology. So batteries, totally a thing. You can now use the accumulator, i.e. a battery, to store surplus electrical energy. When the power is low, the accumulator will automatically discharge. Okay. Well, we definitely want those. The question is, how do we get the solar to do its thing? So the problem is, I'm guessing it's kind of like the uptime. Like what makes more sense as far as the uptime for the solar panels, right? Because right now, where I'm at, right now the North Pole, all right, is just starting to get these turned on again, and then the South Pole is having it. So like, at some point, it's, you know, is it like a 50% uptime? So like half the solar panels are just doing nothing, and then half of them are on. As opposed to like, do I put them closer to like the equator, and that way it's just kind of normal, right? It's just kind of constant, as opposed to some, you know, 50% uptime versus the others. So guys, you have to let me know what you think in the comments as far as like, am I doing this completely wrong? You know, like I said, I like kind of just testing things out. So I have 2 sets of solar panels at the North and the South Pole, so that they're always running. But would it make it more efficient if they were just like a big line of them around like the equator? Because that way that there's always some on, right? But is it still the same principle that, like, you know, half the time they're on, half the time they're not, because of, you know, just simple day-night cycles too. The difference with having them at the poles is that it's not day-night so much as it is year, like, you know, summer, winter, with which ones kick on and off. So you guys have to let me know what you think too. I'll have to look it up and maybe even Google it too, just to see what thoughts on solar power and placement in the world. So guys, I think that'll do it for this one today, and having lots of fun with this. All right, and I think once we get the power situation under control, we'll head back to our other planet now that we got our hydrogen fuel rods, and really start kicking it up, the production there, because I think that's where we're going to end up making like the processors and stuff, so that we can actually make the everything we need for the logistics, so we can start getting the transports going. All right, so guys, thank you so much, and you know what? Stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.